Hi, grade 11s. I just wanted to make sure that you knew what we were doing for today. Unfortunately, I am not well and I have to stay home. So I cannot be with you today, but I did want to show you what's going on and how this is going to work today. So I'm quickly explaining it in our Brightspace. So if you have a look at our activity feed when you land at the course home, in our activity feed, we have our usual agenda. The Minds On is listed in content as usual, and the Google Meet link is right here. And then I've got some instructions for you that I'm just going to walk through. So again, when you go to content, you're going to find our Minds On right in the Minds On module under Tuesday, September 22nd, right there. And it's a Google form. It's going to open up like this. And I'm asking you a couple of questions about friendship and advice. You're going to be watching this video with Oprah Winfrey and Maya Angelou and then reflecting upon it. It is a little bit deep and meaningful today, so take some time to respond to it. Honestly, I am not collecting identity. And then when you're working on the coursework today, under lesson number 1, Rhetoric and the Art of Persuasion, there's another drop-down module called Applying Your Learning. Under Applying Your Learning, you are going to be using what you learned yesterday to complete the activities in this little lesson here. It's basically a chance for you to practice what you learned about rhetorical devices and persuasive texts. I have a little video that I want you to have a look at to get you started, and it looks just like this. These girls here visiting a place called the Happy Place. And then you're going to be, that's sort of a little teaser, a trailer to the article that you're going to be reading entitled The Bleak Reality of the Instagram Experience. And I just have to pull that up for you so that you can have a look at it. It's in one of these tabs right here. And I've formatted it so that you can make notes in this column if you want to. Please perform a draft reading. So you can use these instructions here to do a first reading, a second reading, and a third reading. Remember, on a first reading, you are summarizing the article and identifying the author's explicit and implicit thesis statements. Basically, you should be able to figure out what the purpose of the article is on a first reading. On a second reading, you're starting to do some analysis. So start to apply the rhetorical devices that are listed in your booklet. And then on a third reading, you want to be able to judge whether the author is successful or not in achieving their purpose and arguing their thesis. So you've got the article there. And then finally, well, not quite finally, once you've read the article, you eventually are going to be filling in a critical analysis organizer. So it's one of these. It's the same kind of thing that you did yesterday using your rhetorical device booklet from yesterday. However, before you complete the organizer, I do want you to participate in a discussion on Brightspace. So if you click the little link, I've set up a discussion for you so that you guys can actually think about these questions, think about the organizer, the critical analysis organizer, and actually share your thinking with your classmates. Discussing your thinking about assignments with your classmates is a really good way to check what you know and clarify your thoughts. So choose one of the following questions to post a response to in your discussion. Respond to 2 other posts after you've responded. And remember that when you respond to others in an academic setting, what you're trying to do is build upon what they've said, offer a proof or quote that reiterates what they've said, make a connection to something else you know or have seen. You can ask a question to clarify, you can agree or respectfully disagree, or you can praise what they've said. So it's a really nice way to interact with your peers and clarify your own thinking. And this will help you guys complete that organizer. All the work won't be on you. You'll be able to share some of the thinking with the folks in the class. So the 4 different questions that you can choose to respond to in our discussion are: how would you summarize this article in 2 sentences? What is the author's explicit thesis? Which rhetorical device is creatively used by the author? And has the author convinced you of her argument? So choose one of the questions to post a response to, and then respond to 2 other people's posts in the thread. You can do that by clicking start a thread and then writing your idea down. And then as people contribute to the discussion, you're going to be able to actually, get some ideas about the article and figure out how you're going to respond in that critical analysis organizer. So again, all the work is nested right here under lesson number 1, applying your learning. And all the links are posted right here. And you want to try to complete your critical analysis organizer by 2:50 today, and you're going to submit it to the Dropbox right there. All right. So folks, I hope you're doing well. Enjoy your lesson. If you have any questions, you can certainly email me, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a great day.